So if I said that I love this guy, I know I say that about pretty much everybody, but this guy is really high on the list. I remember seeing him on Fear of the Walking Dead. Does anybody remember that program? Really well, really well. He was in Euphoria. He was in the new version of the Four Seasons that's on Netflix right now. Go and watch it. And he was on, I absolutely adored him on the Jimmy Kimmel Live show. Jimmy Kimmel took off and had all these guest hosts, and he was one of the guest hosts for a week in the beginning of the summer, or maybe in July or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's take a look at Colman Domingo's numerology. He's really good. So, hey everybody, it's Lori from Numerology with Lori. I would really love it if you could like and subscribe and click that bell icon drop down to all. It would really help the algorithm. So, also, if you would like to have a numerology consultation, and you'll see a little bit of what we do in the readings with Colman Domingo, I actually go more in depth for you. But that I do have some openings at the end of August if you would like to. Um, the way you would get in touch with me would be to either go onto my website, which is LoriIntuitiveNumerologist.com, and that's Lori, all one, Lori Intuitive Numerologist, or you can just email me at lmanningbolis37@gmail.com. Either way, come straight to me. Okay, so let's look at Coleman's destiny number. So let's take a look real quick. I did you guys a chart. Coleman Jason Domingo. How about that? He was born here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He went to Overbrook High School and he also went to Temple University. Pretty amazing. I love a Philadelphia guy. But anyway, here we go with this is the calculation of all the numbers and his name. This was his destiny number. This is his soul. This is his personality number. We have his birth date here, maturity number over here, and these are the pinnacles and challenges. We calculated everything using his birth certificate name and his birth date. Okay, take a screenshot of that if you would like. All right, perfect. Okay, so his destiny number is a one, but it's made up of a karmic number. So the way the number is written is like this. I hope you can see it there. It's the 19-1. So when a number adds up to 19, I know that's karmic. So the 19 is the way his is written. So the one that's part of the formula shows that it speaks of a little bit of selfishness. And the nine, the way that is written, speaks of spiritual attainment. So it sort of means that in this lifetime, he needs to get past the selfishness and work on the spiritual attainment, which we'll see that he may have done. He may have done because let's face it, he didn't become famous until the last few years. I would say maybe the past 10 years. So he's 57 years old now. So he became a star kind of later in his life. Okay. So let's see. The karma speaks of an abuse of power, and he knew better. That's an interesting dynamic. And again, what happened is the karma happened in a past life. If you believe in reincarnation, which I personally do, so I'm going to refer to it always as a past life. It's entirely up to you how you want to look at it. So the karma happened in a past life and it got carried over to this life. This is why when we calculated his destiny number, soul number, personality number, maturity, life path, etc., we did find some karma, and that's from a past life. So Again, the one speaks of this past selfishness, and the nine speaks of spiritual attainment. This number nine speaks about high cosmic consciousness. Isn't that fascinating? We believe in Coleman. He's getting it done. He is truly getting it done. We know he's going to get it right this lifetime. I It's just part of the knowing that happens. So let's see the soul number. So the soul number is also karmic. So let's take a look at that. This is a 13-4. 13-4, as we know, is very karmic. It's interesting to me how Coleman has this much karma to overcome. But I'm going to tell you, it seems like overcome it he has. So this is also a karmic number. His heart's desire is a number 4. So I also have a number 4 heart's desire. He wants to work hard. That's exactly, it's like I've wanted to work since I was 13 years old. I can imagine Coleman has felt the same way. It's just something that's innate in us. And it's innate in him. So I like that positive feeling. It's like it automatically satisfies the karma. That's important. By focusing his energy and putting one foot in front of the other, he can complete this karma, which is very, very true. He's been working hard to get it. So his personality number is a number 6. So let's remember, this is how others see him. It's how he appears to the people he sees in public. His main look in the public eye is service to others. It's a focus on family, marriage, divorce. Is this accurate? I don't know. There is some truth, but the whole picture is so much more. And that's very true. So typically with a personality number, and I think I've said this multiple times, it's really how others see him. And when we talk about others, we mean his fans too. Because especially somebody who's in the public eye, when I do celebrity numerology, it's typically about the others include his fans. So it's how we see him. We see him as a very family-oriented person, a service to others. That's kind of the even the people that he portrays, you know. In Euphoria, he was an addict that was a sponsor. Oh my gosh. That was a really great show. It has Zendaya in it. You really should pay attention to that one. So let's take a look at Coleman's pinnacles and challenges. The first period is a 3 pinnacle and the 1 challenge. Okay. So this period started at birth and it went until about age 35. And the way that we know that is because his life path is a 1, and we subtract that from the number 36, which is provided to us as a it's the way we calculate all pinnacles and first period pinnacles and challenges. We subtract from age 36 and get the age that we would calculate for the first period. So this was age 35. Now, what's interesting is his dad left early. He was only 9 months old when that happened, so he might not remember it, but the influence was there. But the good news is that his mother remarried, and he had a wonderful stepfather that he really looked up to. That's right in Wikipedia. So go ahead and pay attention to that. So he grew up with his mom and his stepfather. He had a lisp. Interesting, because this goes along with everything that 3 talks about. So if he is making up for some karma, it's possible that the lisp was put there and calculated on purpose so that he could overcome it. I don't know if this is true, but if it's true, that's the impression that I'm getting. So, okay, so the three expression was at play here for sure. That's what I have written down here. And he was enrolled in speech therapy classes by his mom. So she was very supportive of him, and that's really good for him. This helped him learn to express himself and build some vocal confidence. That's important as well. He grew in his creativity as well as his imagination. And he was also listed as Time Magazine's 2004 the 100 most influential people. And we know that to be true, especially just given this is 2024. So that's a couple of years ago. So that's awesome. Let's see. The one challenge is about Coleman's learning um, to stand up for himself. So, these are important life lessons for a child. But the good news is that this was up until he was about age 35. So all of this was in play, like that three pinnacle, which helped him to be more expressive about himself. And it also the interesting part is that the one and the three kind of played off of each other, and you'll see that continue to be the case with Coleman. So the second pinnacle, his second period is an eight pinnacle and a six challenge. This was from age 35 to about 44. So he still hasn't reached the age that he is now. The eight pinnacle means he is learning to deal with people in authority, the business world, and how to maintain his personal power. Very important. It makes me think that in growing up in Philadelphia, being a man of color, being having a lisp, like all of that maybe was a lot to overcome for a young person. And it's taken him a while to overcome that. But I think that he is. I do. I really think that he is. So, um, okay, the business world and how to maintain his personal power. Okay, so this is a person of career, this is a period rather of career advancement. Mm. So the sixth challenge is weirdly, it plays with that pinnacle lesson. Interesting. And again, this is something I really am not, I haven't, I noticed with Coleman, which is, I think, really very interesting. He's going to figure out how to be a responsible person and serve others while remembering to honor himself. Wow. That's that eight pentacles. So he's going to remember to serve other people, remembering to honor himself, which is the challenge, but it's also the eight pinnacle because he's getting his personal power. How amazing is this? Okay. So let's go on to, let's see. I wanted to see. Oh, okay. So keep in mind that sixth challenge also speaks of some codependency that he might have to deal with. Is that still with him? I don't know. This was specifically in that second pinnacle, which was from age 35 to 44. Typically, codependence doesn't just leave you, but you learn to work on it. You learn the higher spiritual values, and he may have read different books. There's a book called Codependence No More by Melanie Beatty. That maybe, that's kind of an older book. It's one of the few books on codependency, but it's a really important book for people who have a tendency towards that. Um, it's sort of the end of his giving for the wrong reasons. So that's part of the codependency feature, if you a personality trait. And that was happening specifically in the 35 to 44 range. Now, the third period, and this is really interesting, he has an 11 master number for his pentacle, and he's got a 5 challenge. So the 6 challenge is gone. It's almost as if there's been a change in his relationships, maybe. I'm not sure. He's not a married man, but did his relationship change? That's a good question. Okay, so wow, we know he's got a master number 11 for his pinnacle. Over his life, Colman Domingo has grown into a spiritual being, and this is very true. So we know this because he's had to work out this karma. That automatically, if you're working a spiritual lifestyle, okay, so another thing that I know about Coleman, he had reverends and pastors as his uncles, as his grandfather, but his mother allowed her children to be spiritual. She would encourage them to be spiritual, but she encouraged them to choose their own method of spirituality. So that tells me a lot about Colin Domingo. So that gave him the reason to work on that 1910 and to work on that 13-4. So I don't know if you can see those, but yeah, that's really important. Having that 11 as a master, so he's grown into a spiritual being, a non-specific religion, because he does not have a specific religion that he relates to. Okay. But he is a spiritual person. The number 11 is comfortable here in this decision. It is. This number feels like he has a message to offer people. He has a desire to inspire, to uplift, and to share his revelations. That says a lot about Coleman Domingo, in my opinion. The more I studied about him, the more I researched and found out, the higher my opinion is of him. So anyway, so he also has a 5 challenge here in this same third period. So with the master number 11, um, it seems to intensify the pinnacle. Again, this is what I'm seeing. So it's a restless time. Um, it feels like he's got a lot of public activity, promoting himself. Um, He'll learn to not make hasty decisions. So again, that works well with the master number 11. Yeah, he's got some good stuff. Now keep in mind that this is, let me see if I have this written down anywhere. This is from age 44 to 55. Interesting, the 44 is a master number, and so is the 55. Very interesting. Okay. So the fourth period, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. It's not 55, it's 53. 44, but the 44 is a master number. So the last period is that's where he is now. He's got a 9 pinnacle and again the 5 challenge. So this is from about age 53 onward for the rest of his life. So the good news here is he's almost 57 years old now, which that's not the good news. That's just one of the things I wanted to read. The good news is that 9 is his pinnacle. Now it's not the easiest pinnacle to have, but he's got it as his fourth one, so he's used to life. He's used to life. He's used to it being tougher. He's used to getting he right now he's getting where he wants to be. That's important. It's very important. So the nine pinnacle is a period of endings. So we're not sure And I did look up to see if he's experienced any endings, and it really didn't say a lot. But that he may experience loss or simply endings in the shows that he's been working on. For instance, the ending of Euphoria. That was bittersweet to everybody, from my understanding. Right now, he's working on season three of the four seasons. Will that go forever? Probably not. But he's going to continue working until he can't. So that may be another ending, you know. Um, the ending of that week on Jimmy Kimmel Live, the ending of him being on the Fear of the Walking Dead. So anytime that you have that kind of work, there are endings. So does that stay with a person? To a degree, yes, but not in a negative way. They have positive experiences that they gain from it. So, let's see where his life takes him. Um, He's become a very tolerant person with lots of compassion and love, and that's very true. I feel like he's there. He'll let go of what doesn't serve him. That's a number nine trait, letting go of what doesn't serve him. We don't know where he's been, how that has affected his life. Has he let go of what doesn't hasn't served him? Probably. I don't think that he would have gotten ahead to where he's gotten if that wasn't the truth. So this says his career will go well. The nines. Yes. He's a humanitarian. His humanitarian issues become large in his life. He's going to provide to charity. He's going to provide for other people. I love this humanitarian nature that we've been seeing in people. I really like this because right now we need that. The five challenge is repeating. This is the same challenge that he already knows from his third period. So it's not like it's something new to him. He's going to be learning more about making those hasty decisions, not making hasty decisions. So let's see where that goes. I love how we can see the success in Coleman Domingo's later life. I love that. So this was an amazing reading, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you for being here, and blessed be to all, folks. Have a great day.